All right, y'all, welcome back to SimHood. Okay, and as you guys can see, we are starting at the Bold Family Village today, and it looks like Emerald Bold just got back from work, and James is home too. But yeah, so she just got back home from work. They're about to have dinner. For dinner, they're having chicken salad. If you guys already don't know, Emerald, she really loves cooking and yeah, really enjoys cooking, and cooking is like one of her hobbies. I mean, she can only have like one main hobby, but that's like her main hobby. She loves cooking. So yeah, it's as you guys can see, it's pretty chill for them. Joe, um, Joe, she's doing her thing. Yeah, she's a girl. Okay, let's go check up on the other people. So yeah, Beauty, she's at work. Yeah, Beauty, she's a worker girl. Like she does her thing. She gonna be at work. It seems like pretty much like majority of everyone right now are still at work or leaving work or just now getting home. So that's how it's looking. So yeah, this is Penelope Parker. She's at work. She's a police officer right now. No, she's not a police officer. My fault. She's an investigator. Yeah, so she's not actually um, a police officer. She's an investigator. I guess that's still police work, but we'll get more into her business, when time comes, because it's a lot to unpack actually with Penelope Parker. But I'm gonna just say, what she wants me to, let y'all know right now. But some more things need to be said. So, Miss Joe, she came out to the ranch out of town to see how the ranch looked. This is the guy that owns the ranch place. She met him, seeing the other horses. She hasn't even been to like the ranch in Simhood, so no shade, no tea, Miss Joe. Like, what are you really doing here? But you know, she can do whatever she wants. You guys see all these horses, and I think at the other ranch, the two horses are already occupied anyway, so she couldn't even ride in Simhood, and they only have like two horses. The other horses that they can get are like horsing trick or tricks and stuff like that. Like it has to be like horse tricks. I mean, we could get other horses, but we already have Guru, and we have Bambi. And if we can only get like the same breed of Guru and Bambi, and right now we're trying to get a black stallion or just a different breed as a whole. So yeah, but this is how Miss Joe, she's pretty much spending her evening. I'm surprised she's not with her grandchildren for real, but she stays pretty consistent and balanced in her own personal life. Um, yeah, and Ruby honestly doesn't really want to put like all the stress on her mom because first of all, it's their kids. They want to be able to take care of the kids, sustain their children. Without her mom always having to be there. So, yeah, Miss Joe definitely has a life of her own, and it's pretty fulfilling. From what I'm seeing and what I'm observing. She liked being outdoors, meeting people. It's a pretty good time for Miss Joe for her. So I like that. She's pretty sociable. Okay, well, I think she's pretty much just riding her horse, um, riding horses, pretty much a horse ride. And soon after, we'll start heading home. So yeah, that's what Miss Jade Joe is doing, and that's how she's spending her day. Okay, so yeah, and I'm pretty sure you guys already know she's dating Charlie right now. So yeah, she's in a relationship. They're officially like partners and everything. So yeah, everything is going pretty good. Okay, so yeah, she is back home after riding with the horses. I don't know if she's gonna go back. I think she was gonna go visit Charlie. Yeah, yeah. So she yeah came back on accident, but she's actually gonna go and visit Charlie. Yeah, Miss Joe definitely don't want to leave. Leave the city without or leave that town different out of Simhood without seeing her man. Seeing giving him a little smooch and stuff like that because honestly she don't know when she's gonna be back over here because she's gonna be pretty busy when she goes back to Simba. Like I said, she is helping taking care of her grandchildren, but she does have a life of her own, starting her own hobbies and everything, so we'll see where it goes. Okay, so both family pretty much they done eating dinner. Emerald, obviously, she's gonna take a long soak. She is the mayor of SimHood, so it's like she needs like her mind right and a level headed, trying to see how she can elevate, SimHood and the people in SimHood. So she really has a really important job. I'm not saying nobody else's job is important, but her job is, pretty important. So yeah, and for James, he's a CEO of his real estate firm. So yeah, CEO and mayor, what I mean? They have pretty demanding jobs right now. They're just enjoying their marriage life. Um, Kids right now, mm, not really something they're thinking about right now. They're really busy in their own careers right now. They're career driven people and they're not focusing on having children as of right now. Um, we don't know how the future may look like, but that's not something they're thinking about right now. They're elevating their careers, focusing on each other, their marriage, creating a space that, caters to both of them. So yeah. And their space is like, it's just perfect enough for them to, like, yeah. So yeah, Beauty, she is gonna be at work for how many more hours? Well, I can't really even see the hours, but it looks like, yeah, looks like she's gonna be there for a minute. So yeah, Penelope Parker, she's at work for 3 more hours, I believe, three and some change. So yeah, the ladies they getting their money, like, and I know I'm not gonna be. I know I haven't said much about Penelope just yet, but she has responsibilities to take care of. Like she came here working and stuff like that, but it's like she realized that like I don't even want to say much. Y'all see, just know she got shit to take care of. Like yeah, she got shit to take care of, and she's gonna take care of it. She's gonna do what she gotta do. But besides being new to Simhood, coming into a new community, not really talking to nobody, nobody's really met her or anything, starting a new job as a investigator now that she's in like her full role because you obviously have to go through training. Sure, she was like cadet, and deputy, then trooper, and surgeon, and whatnot. So now that she's in that role that she's been, came here for investigating role, you know, her life has changed and a lot of things has changed and, a lot of things will be changing, for her. So she's just transitioning into her space, her role, and, you know, she got other stuff that she's dealing with too. But we'll come back to Penelope Parker. And Beauty, she's at work for one more hour. Okay. Okay, so looks like Miss Joe, she's gonna stay a little bit, see her man, get something to eat or something, and then after head out. So, yeah. Well, it looks like she getting herself a little drinky drink. Okay, so yeah, that's how Miss Joe is spending her time, her evening. Let's see what's going on in SimHood. So yeah, work, work, work. Okay. Okay, you guys can see that Opal Joe has been training with Buddy Hart, the horse tricks. Um, she used to do like aerobatics and stuff like that, but she was just not that interested and like passionate as she is with like horse tricks and just being with the horses. Like she's already a nature girl, so it's like once she got to like the ranch, she just immediately just like felt like yeah, it's like a purpose there. Like this is somewhere that she wanted to be, and exactly a hobby that she loves to do. So yeah, I mean she goes to the gym, stay fit, stuff like that, but like that's an active hobby as itself. Training horses ain't no like easy job. So yeah, Miss Joe, she looking around the house trying to see what she can do. I don't know what she got going on. She want to cook for her man. She want to clean cabinets. She want to admire. Like, there's so many things to do. She just be coming over here to just like, chill and do random shit. Honestly, see what she can do. I guess she's gonna organize his pantry. Girl. Okay, well, it seems like pretty much everyone is busy doing something at work. We can go back to the station. It just looks like um, P, she just completed, you know, checking the police. I kind of like the natural nickname. I was just like P, like P. That's kind of cute. Like Penelope, P. That just felt natural. Like, yeah. So yeah, this is what P doing. Y'all can call her P. Y'all can call her Penelope. Obviously, that's her first name, Penelope. But I literally just thought I just said P. Like, when you just get somebody a nickname and it just works and it just fits. Yeah, that was one of the moments. Like, hey. But yeah, P doing her thing. Um, yeah, it's a lot of stuff that now that the police station is open in SimHood, it's just so many people that's been coming in. They got this, they got that going on. So yeah, keeps her busy while she's at work. At the king's house, Tulip Tilly is over there watching a movie. Uma, Onyx, Stone. They all just watching a movie. Cause Theo Motion and Bella Rose Motion, they're at work too. So Tulip, she came and spent the day. You know, you know how it goes. And she loves spending coming over and just spending some time. Now that Stone and Stone, he's toddler now like her. They just be having a ball for real. They just be having so much fun, and I love that for them. Okay, I'm like, dang, the little baby got a report to make too. Jeez Louise. Okay, well, that's that's what they got going on. Receiving motivation, pretty much, or was it like a workout or something? I think it is a workout. Beauty, Beauty's gonna be finishing up her day pretty soon. Looks like just a couple more. Well, an hour and 40. Okay. Bo, he's at work right now too, as you guys can see. Ro, he's at home cooking. Um, Miss JJ, she's like, this is a film studio. I wanna go home, girl. Go home. Kick my feet up. Is she about to go home? Um, I mean, she has been like doing her Tai Chi, so I'm like, in the mood for Tai Chi. Like, it's still evening time, not too late. Like I said, Miss Joe, she has her own like social life going on for her. Like, besides being a grandmother and a mother, um, she also loves feeding the ducks. Hanging with her boyfriend, going out of town. You know, um, doing Tai Chi now. That we discovered. Something that she really loves doing. So it's really got her in a zen mood, and I love that for her. So spending time at the park has been, quite nice. hmm Yeah, and it just seems like Beauty, she's the only one at the studio today. So yeah, the women of Suda, they pretty busy. They pretty busy for real. Get into the bag. Bella Rose Motion, she a art dealer. Like, I mean, everybody, everybody doing, something they love and doing a phenomenal job in their area of expertise. You know, Ruby taking care of her babies. You know, both families, pretty quiet night. James, he got to check emails. Like I said, he's a CEO, so he checking emails. Um, Emerald taking a bath, relaxing, getting her mind, body, and spirit right. You know. So yeah, what can we say? Always blessings in hood. Bye.